Is it actually live? It is actually live. It did work. Okay, this one's going to be half an hour tops. I forgot snacks. And I'm trying to screen record, so this is a little bit different. I'm just playing with things at the moment. Hey, show me quick. Yeah, you were first. Well done. Yahoo. I do stop working. I just get bored. Tonight I took the night off. I wasn't even going to stay out here, and I just decided that and I need a fan. Yes, it is warm here. I decided I was going to go and spend the time with wifey, and then she fell asleep on me, so I ended up here anyway. Nah, I can't be bothered looking for a fan. I won't be here long enough. But I do need light. A little bit of extra light in front of me would be good. This is going to be about as informal as it gets. Negative. Positive. This is all about professionalism and being ready to do a live chat, not just walking out here going, I might as well do a live chat. I'm sitting out here, surfing the old interwebs. This is going to be boring, just as a heads up. I'm boring 12 people already. Welcome, 12 people. Where are you from? Stream time. I'm awake. It's always stream time. I do it during the day, but you got kids walking around and whatever else. It's not much fun. Gotta make sure this goes in the right way. Will it work? Or do I have a dead cell and I got to work it out? I bet you I got a dead cell. Considering I'm getting all these all out of my rubbish pile. Righto, here it is. Will it work? Hey, it worked. That'll do. Can you do a video safety and shit? No, there's no safety. I don't know enough about what I'm doing to do a video on safety. Everyone else out there to tell me how to do safety. Actually, I lie. I am trying to get safer. Well, I'm trying to do it better. Better would be a good word. Rightio. I actually think my charger died that I was charging my batteries up with. That's a little bit bright. A sheet of paper. 2 sheets of paper. I'm in Brisbane on my mobile and through the window. That is kind of awkward. God, it's hot in here. What else we got? I'm getting a PIP 2424 tomorrow. Guess what I got today? I got a box with my old 2424 in it, which means that will be going up on that wall there tomorrow. Actually, it's supposed to be going up on the wall now, but I really can't be asked doing it. So it'll be going up on the wall tomorrow, so I can do more stuff. We can be your fence. Adelaide, South Australia, Slovenia, EU, Albury, South in Brisbane. I watched that. Can you make an 18650 battery for a car? Probably not. 8 degrees C. Yeah, that's not exactly hot. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever be doing a car in the near future. I don't think, anyway. I guess it's always a possibility. I got no problems putting these stationary on my bench, but putting them into something that moves around and rattles and shakes, and I think I've said it before, I don't know how comfortable I'd be with that. Mate, new pip also. No, it's not a new pip, it's the old pip. Mark, I rung you, Mark. I rung you, you didn't call me back after you rung me. I was going to ring you and ask you if I could have them shipped back so I could do one test. That's the old one. It's never even been used. It took me 2 weeks to get it here, though. Your little fan's a little bit better. Not much. I don't want to put a big fan on because they're horribly noisy. Hello, freezing brother. It's 20 degrees here and humid as shit. It's been humid here all day. Moves and shakes around. Yeah, but Tesla does it in such a Tesla does it in such a safe way. These are different. This is not Tesla packs. This is Pete's Redneck. They're not. The camera will never be right because I'm not just sitting here. Is that better? Yes, I am in Australia, in Brisbane. Brisbane, Australia. I can't even do anything else with my computer because I'm screen capturing. That's terrible. I need a laptop. This is my new TV, and this poor laptop, oh my God, it's so hot. Oh no, I hit the power button. You gotta hate that. This poor laptop has been running for several days straight now in my hot shed, which is probably not good for it. I'll try, Mark, if I've got a busy day tomorrow, but I'll try and give you a call tomorrow at some point. I don't know. Ask me some questions or something. Otherwise, it's very boring. No. What's the password to this laptop? There is no password. This is my new TV. Just watching that. I can't wait until I get some more cells on it. And that's all wireless, which I think is awfully cool. And then you can also go on the interwebs with it. What does that corrugated silver pipe behind me? That is my, actually, that reminds me. That's for my, my soldering iron. And I just remembered my soldering iron was turned on. So turn that off. Right, I can watch that. Why my PIP 2424 VDC? Why my PIP have VDC? PIP 2424s are called 2424s because they're 24 volt and they're 2,400 watts and they're DC. Password. I don't have any passwords called password. 0 degrees C here. That'd be freezing. I don't know. I don't know whether I like it cold or hot. You can always put more clothes on when it's cold, I guess. 12 by 24. 60 volt VDC. How big you're going to go? Can I be completely honest? Probably 50 kilowatt hours, maybe 60. It depends if I sell all these cells or not. I'm considering selling them. I don't know. It's that's why you left your iron on. I leave that poor soldering iron on all the time. But that's why I've got a container full of them underneath the bench. They burn up and I just replace them. Lead is good for you. Why are you worried? Oh man, I got to read these in order. I keep jumping around. Where do you obtain your used cells? Anywhere I can. This is one of the most asked questions. It's literally anywhere I can. Google searches, people that I talk to, anywhere I can. Every single company in Brisbane is fair game. I'll pick up the phone and give them a call and ask them if they've got a bucket full of them somewhere. Hardware stores, government agencies, recycling centers, tip shops, eBay, Gumtree, anywhere. 10,000 kilowatt hours. 50 kilowatt hours would be more than sufficient. How long have you been running your DIY battery? That's a really good question, and I probably should find that out. I think it's more than 6 months, but that's not all the cells, because obviously I've been adding cells, and I went from 24 volt to 48 volt earlier on in the piece after a month or so of running 24 volt. Hi there. Did you sum up the hours you spend mounting one pack? The mounting of one pack only takes 3 minutes. Well, 10 minutes if you take it slowly. Building the packs is a completely separate question. And no, I've never truly worked it out because I do it so sporadically, and I don't build assembly line sort of style. I do one pack, I finish it, and then I do the next pack. It'd probably be quicker if I did each step one at a time. But that's far too boring. I try and do one pack a day when I'm building. So the plan was to come out here and have that finished tonight, but it's just not a reality. I just can't be bothered. What's the time? Okay, at 9:30 I'm going to disappear, so it's not going to be a huge one tonight. So if you've got some questions now, you got 20 minutes, rip into it. How many hours do you spend mounting a pack? That should be a good question. How many hours do you spend making one video? It was 11 and a half, a bit more than 11 and a half hours for the last video. That's to record, to run around and buy the stuff that I needed, editing, music, the whole lot. About 11 and a half hours. And I did that all in one day. Oh, 2 days. It was 2 days. It was 2 days, actually. Is your BMF just burning off excess energy as heat and not using it to top up others? Yes, it is only burning off energy at the top end. Because transferring energy between cells actually uses a lot of energy in itself, in the inefficiencies of it. So people argue that this is in an inefficient way. What I've read, I have never done the tests, but actual transferring the power one to the other is actually less efficient. And can you imagine balancing these packs like dynamically 24 hours a day? Oh my God, they'd burn up in no time flat. Mark, I have a question. Are you using new bustler for fly Jabru? He connects the links between the main rails. I was going to do that, but I figured the wire was heavy enough that I didn't have to. One thing I have done in these packs that I didn't do, that I said I wasn't going to do, is I said I was going to double fuse it. And the reason why and this isn't from peer pressure, the reason I haven't double fused is because I found the packs were too weak. Having rigid wire on one side gave the pack some rigidity. So I've actually I think the first 2 packs are double fused. And after that, I've gone back to single fuse. My country doesn't have 18650s in laptops. It's just little 1.2 volt, 1800 milliamps. There's got to be something you can do. I mean, it's not just about 18650s. It's about leaf batteries, or, you know, the shopping center down the road that uses a battery-operated scrubbing machine or whatever. Think outside the box. You don't need 18650s. Power is power. It doesn't matter how it's stored. I guess the efficiencies change, but if you get it for the right price, it doesn't matter. Yes, Gumtree is owned by eBay, except you don't pay the fees, and it's local, so you only pick up and stuff like that. Got to go. Night. See you, Robert. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Harvested the Power Tools batteries yet? I haven't even taken the cover off them. Good. Is there any huge degradation? That's a really, really, really good question. And that was one of the reasons I was going to talk to Mark. But the logistics are huge. Mark's down in Melbourne. I'm in Brisbane. So there's 2,000 Ks away. I wanted to do 1 4-hour load test on that original pack and emulate the first test I ever did. I guess that'll be a conversation for down the road. I can't actually do it with that inverter because that's my older inverter and that's crap and it won't run. You run it at 1,000 watts for an hour and it shuts down due to heat. Whereas the PIP 2424 MSX, they run hard all day long. They are probably my favorite, even better than the 48 volt. I have a slight problem with the 48 volt when I turn the coffee machine on. The lights flutter a little bit, where it never ever happened with the PCM60, with the PIP 2424 MSX, which has got the 60 amp MPPT charge controller in it. What am I doing? So, any huge degradation? I honestly think, after I got sidetracked as I do, I honestly do think there's degradation. But it's really hard because in the first 4-hour load tests that I did, and I think I ended up doing 4 or 5 or 6 in total. 2 or 3 of them were live on camera. And literally, I didn't move from the batteries for 4 hours. I left my hand. I touched them constantly. Temperature and whatever else. They were all charged, balance charged to 4.2 volts, and it took me days and days and days and days to get them up there, just because I didn't have the means of charging them properly. So it's really hard to actually tell how much degradation there actually is. But I reckon that there'd have to be some. There's no way there couldn't be any. There you go, 6 months, there you go. Are you worried about them exploding? No, because typically they don't explode unless you put 600, either 600 amps into them or 600 degrees. They may vent, but I don't think they'll explode. Not without some external force. But then again, your car won't explode either unless it gets hit by another car or something. That's a good question. I'm not sure what the question is. But anyway, yes, I agree. Hello from California. It's 3:09 a.m. Oh, shit. I can see you are having fun. I always have fun. I try to. What sort of life would you have if you didn't have fun? Hellfire number 88. I have access to hundreds of laptop batteries. I'm going through them now and testing them. Inspired by you. Thank you very much. The question is, what should I use them for? Not much sun in Norway. Well, there's plenty. I don't know. I'm sorry. Have you got hydro, or what's the other one? The blowy one, the wind. I don't know. Or have you got like off peak, like really cheap power in the middle of the night or something, where you can charge the batteries and discharge them during the day? Load shifting, I think, is the word I'm trying to think of. Load shifting here is, it's not good. It doesn't work for me at all, so it doesn't work. I agree with you about the single fuse. Electric bike use the same cells. Yes, they certainly do, and yes, on the fuses. I found 32 12-volt, 20 amp hour from big server. All of them work on load. There you go. I mean, that's a good start. And you can use the server UPS as your power source if you really wanted to. And some of them are rated for 24 hours, 7 days a week service. I can't pronounce your name, but it's got lots of P's, Y's, back to front E's in it. Hello, your system is a cool, but you need more BMS and PCM control battery. Sorry, English is. No, I don't need more BMS because I don't know. I'm starting to change my mind on BMSs after having the opportunity to play with. God damn. That one. Starting to play. That was too much effort. Up until now, I haven't needed a BMS, but I haven't had any problems, and maybe I'm a bit blinded by that fact. Moving forward, BMS is where we go. Whatever you want, let me know. I'll make it happen. It's a lot of effort to get an inverter back up to Brisbane. Stop. How do I turn that off? Aaron, you madman. YouTube took $3 of the $10 you gave me the other day. I meant to ring you about that today. I saw it today. YouTube take 40%. 60-40 split. Oh, he's advertised. He's advertising, but you don't have to put money in there, dude. You're a moderator. That comes up anyway. You're a good man. Hey, the little timer clicks down up the top too. Okay. I hope that answered the BMS question. Not really, but yes. Where am I? Oh no. Yeah, don't need a bike because the walk to work is so short, but a bike or something UPS would be thinking. Yep. Can you make her go kabum? Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that. My off-grid system works great now for about 22 years, but that's on a lead-acid system, 24 volts, 650 amp hours, using my second set of batteries. That's pretty cool. 22 years on one set of batteries. You must be absolutely loving those batteries to death. Not over discharging them, not overcharging them, keeping their water up. Basically spending a few hours a week with them. Can you just swap some random cells around and do a discharge test to see the difference? No, not so much. That's too much effort. I should have a working bee. I should have a working bee here where everyone can help me solder up packs. But I'm a control freak, so that probably won't ever happen. Off peak. That's it. Thanks. I'm going to install a smart power meter here. No monitor when we use power. Just the same price all day. Okay. Off peak, yeah. So that's not going to work either. Can I run an extension cord to your house? That may be costly. No, on the forum, go to DIYpowerwalls.com and go to, just search for official, and that is my I haven't got the 240 volt system because I didn't do all that side of it. I know the basics of my 240 volt side, but that's basically because I watched and videoed it. Could I do it? I guess so, if I got time in the next couple of weeks. I've really got a lot of videos to crank out. It's like a crazy amount of videos I've got to crank out. I got a list this long. I got at least 20 videos I've got to do. I want to do. I don't have to do them. I want to do them. I guess there's a really big difference between the two. But if I get a chance, I'll do the whole thing again, and I'll also update the whole costing of the whole system. I've had a few people lately ask me about the cost of the system again, and I include the cost of my system as what's the word? As everything. So all the donations and the YouTube income and all that sort of stuff comes into that equation. How much money I've earned from this channel, because without this channel I wouldn't have gone so big and I wouldn't have saved so much power and all the rest. So that goes towards my ROI. So yes, I will do that one for you for sure. In Victoria, yeah, how cool is that? 11.6 cents per kilowatt hour. That is awesome. But do they put some speculation on, like they do with having battery packs? If you have battery packs, you can't get that. I'd be interesting to know. Yeah, it does suck. The thing of eBay have got it sorted because, and I'm pointing to the screen because I've got screen capture happening. This stays here, so and it goes highlighted and stuff like that. So although I appreciate it, I wish I could turn off the super chat. For many reasons, not just because Aaron is very, very generous at the moment. Second set of batteries. Okay. It will work because the power company are switching to smart meters. Build the Powerwall, keep the bill in. Oh yeah, okay, okay, so that will work, yeah. Next video, how to make awesome sparks with solar. That's easy. Just wire shit up wrong. I've done that before. I'm not proud of it, but I have done it. Fernando, hey, good day, mate. Good morning. I'm having a bad day charging this morning, right? Dude, you're having a bad day. You should see this. I'm having a horrible day. Connect. And how do I do screen sharing? Oh, that didn't work. Of course, you can see that on the capture, but not on the screen share. What the hell is cameraman? I don't want cameraman. This is the problem with there we go, get rid of that. Hey, that looks a little bit trippy. Rightio. Hide. There you go, there's my batteries. I only charged the batteries about 40 amp hours today. It was horrible. We're still drawing 9.15. And we took out 260 amp hours out of the batteries last night. So, and the battery voltage is 52.82. So, and as shortly, I'm going to probably be selling the BVM, which is the Victron Energy Meter Monitor. Because I'm going to hook up this one. And I'm pointing like you can actually see it. Yes, that's the problem. Okay, we'll close that. We go stop sharing. There we go. There we go. Back to the picture again. So yeah, I got no solar either in the last couple of days. UPS is good, but if only 500 watt for 30 minutes kills. There is UPSs out there that are rated for 24/7 use in servers. And they're basically run to smooth the power out. So there are heavy duty ones out there that will work. Why are all the things getting all messed up? I'm getting messages all messed up, or maybe I'm just reading them wrong. Having a bad day. Okay, that's what I've read. Keep them charged is the main thing. Yeah. As shown in my picture, it's off-grid tugboat. Oh, how cool is that? Off-grid tugboat. That'd be cool. We have 8.6 cents per kilowatt hour. Is that what you feed in? I get 6 cents per kilowatt hour feeding in. I think I got like $80 back last quarter, which is horrendous considering I fed back in like 2,000 amp hours or kilowatt hours. Kilowatt hours. Got to get the terminology right, I guess. Hey, I'm keen to see how the system connects to your house. From the videos you ran through, you appear to have some circuits in the house. Yeah, I've only got 3 circuits. So basically, I've got 3 circuits. I got 2 outlet sockets. Well, they're the only sockets I got as outlets. And then there's 1 lights and fan and air conditioner. So basically, I go from my normal switchboard here gets interrupted. So the power comes into a 63 amp 4-pole changeover switch or generator switch, and then 1 pole goes back to these circuits and completely bypasses all the grid, all the off-grid. And then when I pull the breaker down or the transfer switch, then it switches to off-grid or bypass mode. So it goes from the grid through the inverter, back up through those circuits again. So it's fused. It's like properly fused all the time. And if the inverter runs out of battery power, it automatically switches back to grid, and you don't even notice it. I think that makes sense. I will try and do a diagram tomorrow. I will try. I hope that helps Westernness. I don't have them all. I don't have a couple of the air conditioners on my inverter. I don't have my electric stove or hot water. So everything else is off-grid, so to speak. So I'm not really off-grid at all. And everyone asks me, when will I be off-grid? Well, those things suck up another $500 worth of power every quarter. Ivan Shaw. You need help, help with broadcast. I love that stuff. No, it's all right. I got Aaron here. He's doing some moderating and stuff, so it's all good. 12.2 volts. Dude, your bank is massive. OBS don't work on Google. What's OBS? Mr. Brugster. Thinking about charging from lead acid to use 18650 sets like you have. My engine starts only for lights and 230-volt back. You have inspired me to make a battery bank. Oh, there you go. Cool. Make sure you look around. Don't just look at all my videos though. There's so many other people doing a bloody fantastic job of this. I might have the most amount of hits, but geez, there's some very smart people out there doing some very good stuff with these batteries, both from a safety standpoint and from an innovative type standpoint. So have a look around. Go on my channel, and down the side there are some others that I recommend. Definitely should do that. Do you use cleaning solution to get the cells clean after pulling them from the battery packs? No, I use, I think they call it steel wool. Steel wool and just hard work, fingernail scratching. What problem do you have with the Victron BMS? There's not too many problems with the Victron BMS. It is a great indication of state of charge. However, I've been reading a lot in the last few months that it's not overly accurate. It gives a good overview. I mean, it's bloody, but it's brilliant. It's better than having nothing, and you can see the amp hours in and the amp hours out. But the sample rate on the what do you call it? On the shunt isn't enough to get a millimeter accurate idea of how much is coming and going. So really keen to upgrade that. Now 2 amp charging getting dark. Yeah, that's not good. Hanson Hacks. Where in Brisbane are you? Recently moved here and might want to grab some batteries off you. I am in Forest Lake in Brisbane. Mr. I will have a look tomorrow. I don't think I can click on that. Can I click on that? I used to be able to click. Can anybody else click on the names and actually go to the YouTube channel? Because you used to be able to do that. Oh, there we go. Go to channel. So you got to click the 3 little dots beside. I'll have a look at that later. I've just opened it up. You need to control all batteries in your system, but more battery controlled. Yeah, I got control. I usually use a multimeter and check it constantly. It's very manual, but it's still controlled. Open broadcast software. Thank you, Aaron. All HBPower fans should use electric scooters. I wouldn't use an electric scooter. I understand the system becomes more difficult, but can be done on the protection of each bundle. Stay tuned, buddy. I got one hell of a battery management system being installed. A little bit time consuming, but it's still being installed. Actually, no, what's time consuming is making it look YouTubey. That is time consuming. Making it look nice. Making these cables look like they were always meant to be there. That takes time. No, my shed is not solar powered. My shed is 100% grid powered, unfortunately. Next week, it'll be grid powered, solar powered. At least for a short time anyway. It's a pity if such a large object will fail because current flows between the pack occurs. Good luck to you. I am glad the idea that was 8 years ago come true. Thanks, mate. Anthony, hi all. G'day, mate. Johns, hey, from South Carolina. Have we got anybody new in here? Where are you all from? Put your little, where you're from in the doogly-doo. I'm experienced with off-grid battery system in real life. I'm a Victron dealer. Oh, there we go. Well, can you tell me if anybody else has had the same complaint about accuracies within the shunt and the sample rate of the shunt and how accurate it is? Don't get me wrong. I like the object. I love it. It's just I've got things in my head that aren't. I guess it's the internet. You read a lot of stuff, but it doesn't add up. I think it's up to about 2 kilowatt hours out a night some nights. Hi all, I am from Germany. Hey, from Germany, Texas, Perth, WA, North Carolina, Adelaide, Estonia, Central Texas. You know why I asked for this? I really like knowing where people are from around the world. I like to know where it gets to. I constantly look at my statistics and stuff on YouTube and find out where people are from. I'm talking about YouTube. It appears that Solar City has been sitting on my YouTube channel in the last couple of days again. Hey, Solar City, do you want my email address? It's admin@DIYpowerwalls.com. Message me if I'm doing something wrong. Oh, we got Philippines, Durham, UK. Chris Chester, you are a regular in here. Tajikistan, I think that's the way it's pronounced. Oh God, nobody call me on my pronunciation. Currently working through about 680 and 650 cells. I feel for you, brother. It's not much fun. I'll tell you what, I'm sick of soldering. Holy heck, I'm sick of soldering. The West is best. Your backyard's rock nest. There we go. Solar City just opened a location in Houston. Not affordable prices. Didn't somebody, I don't know who it was, he must have been a smart person, just write the value of Tesla down because of Solar City? I do remember reading that somewhere. I'm from 18650. Is it warm and dry in 18650? Oh, the battery's going flat. Oh, look, it's doing some more balancing. It's red. And it's balancing at 34 milliamps. Yeah, 34 milliamps. I'm reading that upside down and back to front, which means my charger decided to start working again. But they're almost done. It's 4.06 volts as compared to 4.10 volts. It's only a 2 or 3 amp charger, so it's taking an awfully long time to balance 3 cells. Austria, tools and workshop. Hey, g'day, mate. 66127770 plus Victoria, Australia. Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Why 662177? That's a weird name. Anyone got a chance to test 2170 cells? No, I haven't even seen one. Should buy one off. Should buy one from somewhere. Can you buy them? I don't know. I haven't really had any problems about accuracy. Okay, so people that have complained that I can remember off my head. What's his name? Chris. Just in case. Just in case is one prominent YouTuber that had a actually ended up giving them away because they were he was calling them inaccurate, and there's a few others too. I plan on actually putting a meter either side of my PIP, incoming and outgoing, and trying to work it out properly. But you know, I'll eat my words. I'm very happy to eat my words if I'm proven wrong. But I didn't stay home one night, and I left a 500 watt load on all night and had all the data from the PIP, the voltages and stuff like that. And it was almost 2 kilowatt hours out as for the amp hours drawn from the battery. Goldman Snacks downloaded Telstra stock to buy, from buy to sell. Ah, okay, that might have crashed the price. How much do you pay for sell? Oh, I can't answer that, man. It goes up and down constantly. Some days people give me, 500 laptop batteries, and other days I have to pay $2 each for them, $3 each, $5 each. I buy every one. I buy every single laptop battery that comes. I can, and at the moment I'm basically stockpiling them. This band's had all the same issues like others. Charge it up at the end so it starts its balance. No, look, I've only had like a week and a half playing with this BMS, and it's not like all the others. It does so much more. I could disconnect the BMS right now, leave all the cell mons on there, and it'd still work. I could set it all up so I don't have to charge it to balance it. I can say, it's a lot more than just a BMS, trust me. And I can't even really say that. I don't even know all the features. It's got so many features I can't even list them all. But these things, where'd I put it? These are called long mons, and this is one thing I learned the other day. That once programmed, and you have to program it, you can't just plug it in. That will work by itself. It doesn't have the data logging and doesn't have all that stuff, but if the battery goes over your preset limit, it will turn on and bring the batteries back down. So if you if you trip over the BMS cables and it disconnects for some reason, some idiot hits it with a tool and doesn't see that the BMS is turned off, these will still provide a fail-safe. They will still dissipate heat top end, which is brilliant. But you can, here's an interesting tip that I learned the other day. They will, if you've got, say, like an electric vehicle or something, you can use these. You can tell that BMS to turn these on and preheat the battery packs. I'm sorry, that's just plain cool. And they don't draw too much power, 8 watts or something, I think, from memory. Don't quote me. And they preheat your friggin' battery packs in your car. I'm sorry, that's cool. What other cool things do I know that I do that I can actually say? There's with that software there, it's actually online. So you can, it's got a built-in Wi-Fi and it goes online and you can configure it all up. You can, all this is configurable. All this stuff is configurable. You can change stuff. You can have as many cells as you like across there, as long as it physically fits on the page. I still haven't done my testing, but there is some learning to still do for Pete. Sorry, I just went off on a complete tangent there. Are you still sorting batteries for each pack or mixing? No, I'm just mixing them. They just go in there. Done. Cell balancing, still balancing, sorry. No, it's not an active. No, it's not an active balance. It's not an active BMS as such. You've got to set it up so it balances. And I'll learn that tomorrow. I have not learned that. I sort of know its function. I don't know how it works. I will learn that tomorrow night, hopefully. Tomorrow night, because I've got a Skype meeting. At least I think it's tomorrow night. I should get that bit right. I don't want to spruik it too much because I really haven't tested it. It's like a kid when they see Santa, they go, "Oh wow, this is awesome," and I'm impressed by what it is on paper. Muhammad, why don't you just use a 1S lithium battery balancer from AliExpress? Because they start balancing at 3, and I have this information here I can give you. Messages. Where is it? The balancer only kick in at 3.65 volts. So they're not even a true balancer. They just balance sort of up the top, which is, you know, neither here nor there. But 3.6 volts, that's for my battery pack. 3.67 volts, I class as dead flat. Of course, it's not really, but that's what I class it as, dead flat. So I only use in between 3.67 volts and 4.1 volts. So there's only half a volt there or something difference, and it would be working constantly. The thing wouldn't stop balancing. So yeah, I think they just yeah. I don't think they will work for my particular situation. And these Longmons are cheaper. They're cheaper than the active the what do you call it, the 1S units from AliExpress. They're cheaper. I think American dollars. Without don't even quote me. Go on the website and have a look. But they are cheaper. So BMS butt management system. I guess you guys can go right Victron internal software. Yes, you know. Yes, I've looked at that. I have tried working that out to calibrate it, but I don't know how to calibrate it, and that's the kicker. I am more than willing to admit that I don't understand it. I mean, obviously, I can read the manual and press the buttons, but I just don't understand it. And to be honest, it has been a good unit. It's time to get something better. I actually have two of them. I got one brand new in a box I haven't used. Well, I think actually no, the Sparky's got the second one. No, I gave the second one to the Sparky. Have you been shocked by this system? Yes, I get shocked every single morning when I wake up and I can still boil my coffee jug and I still have power. I feel warm when I do the first. People are battery murderers by misuse. Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. And that is one of the primary reasons I got the Victron Energy Monitor in the first place, is because I didn't want to kill my pack. And it did a bloody good job. It did a fantastic job of me not killing my system. So what is it? It's a 700? Yeah, BMV-700. So, and that's definitely a good thing. My name is Rosa. I am from Russia, Republic of the city of. Let us know if you do not see your channel and would not have thought about mine scale. Okay, it's a little bit hard to understand, but I think I get the gist of what you're saying, man. No professional knowledge of battery systems. I have no professional knowledge of battery systems, but I'm learning as I go. I'm like a blind fellow in a brothel. I just feel my way around until I get there. Greetings from Turkey. Hey, Turkey guy. Minimum acceptance milliamp hours for HBPowerwall. It is 2100 milliamp hours is the lowest that I use. I've got probably at least a couple of hundred of 2000s down there that I'm not using. With more and more cells, you're increasing your solar panels to make up for the charging. No. Well, I'd like to, but you know, financially negative and all that sort of stuff. If I'm adding more and more cells to take the load off the current cells, so the more cells I've got, the longer they'll last. So, Mark, I'll talk to you tomorrow, mate. Give me a call or something, or I'll call you or something. Ivan Shaw, what did you link? If you're going to put a link to eBay, just put the number. I think that works best. The eBay item number. Copy. This better not be anything weird. Oh, that's the tugboat motor. eBay. I don't even know if that'll work. 3-volt mini design. Well, maybe that's it. I don't know. eBay. No, that didn't work. Ba-boom. Sorry, I tried. Just saying, I'm happy to take the 2000s off you. I guess you can have them. It just means you've got to drive your Nissan Leaf over here one day when you're not flying in and flying out. On each bundle to control voltage. No, a voltmeter on each bundle to control voltage actually does more damage than it does good, because it actually contributes to the battery getting out of balance. Even minutely, but you know, accumulatively over 3 months, it would be bad, I guess. Link above for individual cooling BMS powered from BMS. Okay, well that didn't work. I wonder if it's because it's American. I looked at Australia. I'll have a look later, dude. That's for sure. Liquid cooled BMS. That'd be kind of cool. More maintenance though. I guess adding water to electricity. No, to more maintenance. I retract that. My dog's going off. Liquid. How can I make a battery from these cells for an electric bicycle? Rejoice if you. I need to translate. Rejoice if you write your reply. I need to translate. Sorry, buddy. I don't do e-bikes. Yeah, sorry. I don't do e-bikes. Sorry, man. So I don't know. Sorry. Okay, who makes the BMS? If all your batteries get flat, do you have enough solar power to fill them up on a single sunny day? Yes, I do. I have enough power to, and even if I don't have enough power, because I got 3,000 watts on here, I got the 6,000 watt solar system on the main house that will easily charge the batteries without any problem whatsoever. In our area, we're all against soldering and welding battery, and I also, sorry, dude. I think it must be the translation or something. I can't really get what you're reading, or what you're writing. In our area, we are all against soldering and welding battery, and you payish. I also pay, and I think the stress on the battery in both cases, as you think. I think you're asking whether or not, I think you're telling me not to solder and to spot weld. Relay your, I can't, the Victron Energy thing, I can't prove it. It's just, it's stuff on the internet and my own tests, my own inability to, like, there's a bunch of people on YouTube that have said the same thing. I've always thought it wasn't close. But I know the power I use in a night. Oh, whoa, we use a lot the BMV-700. Yeah, it's a good unit. I mean, I've been running it solid, and it hasn't failed or anything. If you have a look, where is it here? The cumulative hours don't seem to make sense. The 21,000, and there's another 11,000 on top of that. So I've done 31,000 hours. But I keep clicking off of it. Of course, you can't see it because I'm not screen sharing, and I keep forgetting that. Then Lockie. I might call it a night, guys. It is 10 o'clock at night, and it's just starting to rain. I might actually see if I can look into that that BVM a little bit more. I might actually, you know what would be a really cool thing to do? Run the BVM with the new software and with the kilowatt hour meters either side, proper hardwired kilowatt hour meters either side of my inverter. That would be a cool test. Of course, you've got to assume that the kilowatt meter is actually right as well. And that's one thing that, you know, is always the difference. Who makes the BMS you're talking about? It is Batrium.com. BATRIUM. Good night. Water turbine. There we go. Have a nice. Thanks, Aaron. Thanks. I translate all. On Batrium.com. Hello from Belgium. Danny, sorry, buddy, you got me at the arse end. I'm out of here. It's late. It's tired. And I can't look at this anymore, even though it's still balancing. Well, I can actually. I can look at that all night long. On my phone, as it turns out. I'm not going to load it up on my phone. All right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. This video is not going to go live. I'm going to delete this video and I'm going to re-upload it tomorrow with the chat and see how it goes. So if you've been a part of this live feed, thank you very much. You don't need to watch the next video because it's probably going to be very repetitive. Thank you very much. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. Me and my brother thought make it Arduino BMS. I gave up because I tried to make it Arduino BMS too, but I suck at it. I'm out of here. See you guys.